In this video, I'm going to tell you about the latest release date news for Cyberpunk 2077. Subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss our next video. Cyberpunk 2077 is the next AAA game that CD Projekt Red, the makers of The Witcher 3, were planning on coming out with since The Witcher 3. I know a lot of my Witcher 3 fans of this channel who love to play The Witcher 3 are pretty excited about Cyberpunk 2077. It was slated to come out, I think, on April 16th, so the day after tax day, when everybody's got their refund checks and maybe a little bit more time from filling out their taxes. But they've postponed it to September 17th, 2020. So that's, I guess, a 5-month delay. And here's their statement. We have important news regarding Cyberpunk 2077's release date we'd like to share with you today. Cyberpunk 2077 won't make the April release window, and we're moving the launch date to September 17, 2020. We are currently at the stage where the game is complete and playable, but there is still work to be done. Night City is massive, full of stories, content, and places to visit, but due to the sheer scale and complexity of it all, we need more time to finish playing, fixing, and polishing. We went to Cyberpunk 2077 to be our crowning achievement for the generation, and postponing launch will give us the precious months we need to make the game perfect. Expect more regular updates on progress as we get closer to our new release date. We're really looking forward to seeing you in Night City. Thank you for your ongoing support. Martin Irinsky and Adam Badowski, co-founder and then head of studio CD Projekt Red. Okay, so, my take is I have never planned to play Cyberpunk 2077. I know a lot of you have. I don't consider myself a hardcore gamer. But I do, if they came out with another Witcher game, another AAA Witcher game, as opposed to a Gwent game, then I would play it. But I'm not super interested. It's been since the 90s since I played a shooter game, and I really don't want to play a shooter game. I am not interested in Night City whatsoever, because it looks dark. I also don't like the fact that Cyberpunk 2077 is is in kind of first person mode. So I think if you play Witcher 3 or Witcher 2 or Witcher 1, it's all in third person mode. You get to see Geralt the whole time. You see the back of Geralt, or Ciri if you're playing Ciri. I don't like that you see your player's hands. It just bothers me. So I'm not interested. I know they put a lot of work into it and a lot of effort. It's just not the thing for me. But I know a lot of you guys would like it. So I hope it's great. I'm kind of sad that they moved it back though, because I also think that they moved back Cyberpunk. That means they're going to move back whatever comes out of Witcher 4. I think they will make another AAA Witcher game, but I don't think they're going to release it close to the Cyberpunk release. Now they said they had a dual product line. So if this is actually due to the fact that they have to they're a dual franchise model, so they have teams working on both things. If this is actually due to that they have to get the bugs out of Cyberpunk 2077 versus they're worried about Final Fantasy, I don't know, 17.65 coming out about the same day, then maybe they're pulling people from the Witcher 4, for lack of a better name, to work on Cyberpunk, which is not good. So I don't know. I think CD Projekt Red obviously is doing quite well after the release of Netflix's The Witcher. So the one way we can track the popularity of the Witcher 3 and the Witcher 2 games and Witcher 1 games is to look at the Steam players, and they had all-time highs for the Steam players. So that's PC players on the Steam platform. I'm not a fan of Steam. I like GOG. I'm much better. Just saying. I do have Steam. I do have a GOG game. I would do GOG every day of the week if I had the choice. But Steam does publish its stats, and they had the highest concurrent players in this month, right after the release of the Netflix season 1 of The Witcher. So, I was hoping that they would come out with Witcher 4 before the release of season 2 of The Witcher. I'm not sure if this delay makes me a little less likely to think that that's the case. I think my general take is that I think CD Projekt Red's strategy with going all in on Cyberpunk 2077 and then just leaving the Witcher franchise high and dry with nothing but card games is a bad strategy. They should have doubled down on what was popular. But they should have reassessed the situation after Netflix picked up the series, and they should reassess the situation now that they've seen the impact of the Netflix series on their sales, that they need to be doubling, tripling down on what works, which is The Witcher, and not necessarily putting everything into Cyberpunk 2077. It's easy to say it's going to be the game of the generation. It's much harder to do. Subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. We do tips and tricks for the Witcher 3 games. We've got a Let's Play going on, and we're going to cover fantasy TV such as The Witcher, House of the Dragon, the Vikings on this channel. Talk to you later. I'm Linus Wilson. Good luck on the path.